We heard about Steve from some friends that had used him in the past, and they went on and on and on about how great he was, how great the pictures were, how great the service was, and they set a really high bar for him. And so when we met him and things like that, we had pretty high expectations. And so those high expectations that came with this recommendation from a friend of ours were met, and now it seems like we're telling all our friends that they have to use Steve, just like she was telling us that, just because of how great the work was. The pictures were better than any wedding pictures we've ever seen. We also had Steve do the video at our wedding, which was great because Steve brought his whole team and had a bunch of people, different cameras everywhere, all over the place. And the nice thing was, I've been at weddings where you had to pose for the videographer and then you had to pose for the pictures and do this, but since it was all one team, it was really seamless. So all the pictures and everything that we did went much quicker because it was one person that was doing everything. And along with the wedding video, we also did an engagement video, which was really cool because during our engagement session, Steve took video and we got interviewed and told how we met, told how I proposed, and just different things that we like about each other.
So we showed the engagement video at the wedding, and we had so many people come up to us all night long about, who did it, where we got it done from, and it just went over so well, and we were so pleased with everything.
When we got back from our honeymoon, we had our family over so that we could watch the wedding video that Steve had shot and put together, and we all sat around and watched it, and we were blown away by it. It was the perfect length. It had the perfect content. Everything in there that we would have wanted to make sure was captured was in there. Everybody was crying. Everybody was laughing. It was absolutely perfect.
What a blessing it was to have that video for our wedding day. We can go back and look on it years to come. As we have children, we can show them and go back over it, and still to this day, we watch it all the time. So now we've been telling everybody about Steve and how everything from the beginning to the end was just fabulous and how the whole entire process was just great.
I was in Washington, D.C. trying to put together some wedding plans. We were doing it a year in advance, so I was just rummaging through magazines, making different phone calls to different videographers and photographers. And the one thing that stuck out the most for me was not only his pictures in the magazine, in the bridal magazine, but it was when I had called him, he was extremely friendly, and his personality just kind of flowed. So it was real easy to get along with him, and therefore that was one of the main reasons why I wanted to meet with him and hire him. I was excited for Chris to come back home, for Chris to meet him.
To meet Steve.
There's definitely a lot of different things that stick out in my mind, but one of those things is, not having to worry about what my day was going to be like with him. Like, he took that load off. It was real easy. All I had to do was say you're hired, and then he kind of just took the ball and ran with it. Out of all of the vendors that day, which there were many, I was the most impressed with his professionalism, with his friendliness. I had people coming up to me asking who he was because they were so impressed with not just his work, because they hadn't even seen that yet, but his professionalism and how he understood people and interacted with everybody.
Yeah, you look at the pictures and you actually remember the little stories that we had while we were getting that picture, like that scene, that moment.
Right. It makes me want to go grab my book and show you right now exactly like how artistic his ability is, because we're so happy about it. And then when we show friends and family, we're not only happy about our day, but we're so happy about the work that he did, because we think it's the best work that there is. Like, I don't think that anybody's wedding pictures compare to our wedding pictures. Yeah, really, they don't.
He captured how me and Sandra, our lifestyle, to the T.
Absolutely.
mean, the contemporariness, how we act, how our feelings were, was all definitely shown.
And then the
in
family
the photos.
combined.
Yeah.
Everybody, having fun on our day. He captured all these different moments that we didn't even see. After the wedding, we were so impressed with our wedding photos that it was a no-brainer for us to use Stephen for our baby pictures for little baby Alice.
I think we really made a friend for life.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.